At the beginning of the year, I set myself a challenge to save 20,000 rands, and guess what? I have already hit the halfway mark with more than 10,000 rands saved. And today I am sharing how I did that and what worked. We all want to save some money. If you want to get started with the savings journey, you have to watch this video because this has simplified saving and anybody can do it. Hi guys, how's it going? It's Leratom Cheki and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here to give an update on my 20,000 savings challenge. I have prepared a spreadsheet to track my savings and interest earned, and I will share that with you as the video progresses. And there are people that have joined the 20,000 savings challenge, and I think that the spreadsheet will definitely come in handy for them. And if you want to get started with the savings challenge, it is not too late for you to start. And I have said this in my previous video on budget with me, that in as much as we are nearing towards the end of the year, that does not mean you have to just give up on your savings if you have not started or if they are a mess. You can start now with whatever amount of money you afford and just prepare for the next year. You know, saving money is challenging, and for me it is even extra challenging, but this savings challenge have just made it way too easy for me to save money. And seeing that I have 5 figures saved, I see that I'm making so much progress towards my financial goals, because I do have this goal of saving 20,000 rands and also have emergency funds over and above that. And at the end of August, the balance of my emergency funds and my savings, my 20,000 savings challenge, amounted to I think 15,400. So that is a very huge progress, and I was able to achieve this despite the fact that saving is not my strongest point, and this was through the savings challenge. And honestly, I did not have to cut back on any expense, if I'm just going to be honest, for me to carry on with the savings challenge successfully. I just made this a part of my budget, and I have prioritized it over emergency funds and my investments. And if maybe you ask yourself, why would I prioritize it over my emergency funds? Reason being that this money is for my emergency funds, just that I needed to challenge myself to hit a certain number. And when I am done with the 20,000, when I hit that mark, I'm going to take the money and transfer it to my emergency funds and start another challenge, because I have a plan of saving 100,000, just have it in cash. So I didn't have to cut back on any expenses. I just prioritized this. And there are other savings and investments where I have to cut back on some expenses a bit to be able to save into them. But with this one, I was like, it's part of my budget, and that's what I'm going to use to pay myself first. When my salary hit my bank account, I transfer the money first into my 20,000 savings challenge. And it was easy because this amount is budgeted for. It's not like I'm waiting to see how the month is going, how my money is going, and say, oh, but it seems like I'm spending a lot on takeaways, let me not do that and take the money into my savings challenge. If that's how you go about this challenge, or just savings in general, you're never going to see so much progress, because you are thinking about saving last and think about spending money firstly. So like I say, I didn't have to do a lot of expense cutting. But what helped with it more than anything to be able to save for this challenge and also my emergency funds is that I have side hustles. I do make some extra money on the side, and that helps with boosting my savings challenge and my emergency funds. And whenever I get an extra income, I make sure that I put in extra into my savings challenge. You could find that if this month I have to contribute 3,000, then I make sure that whatever little money that I get, I'm just going to transfer 100 rands, 200 rands, and by the time it's month end and I have to save 3,000, you find that I only have to transfer 2,000 because I had saved 1,000 during the month. So having an extra income helps with boosting my savings and just making this journey way too easy for me. And what I also appreciate more is that I was able, especially for this month, I was able to save the amount that I was going to save in December, and that was 3,000. But because I had something extra, I was like, let me just save the 3,000 and reduce that pressure, because having to take out 3,000 might be a bit too much, you know, because I don't know how December is going to be like in terms of the income, the spending. So I just try by all means to avoid setting myself up for failure. If I have the funds this month, so let me just take the money and put into my bank account for this savings challenge, and then I will just continue. You know, months are not the same, and in the month where you can do so much, make sure that you do so much. And I was never tempted to spend the money. And that is because this money is for my emergency funds. Right now, yes, it's a savings challenge, but it's gonna go to my emergency funds. And I cannot do myself like that. One thing about emergency funds is that you need to understand that money is for your stability. And I cannot risk my stability and just mess up my progress because I feel like I want something and I must get it now. No. When it comes to this one, I've just been disciplined because I understand what that money is going to do for me. And I treat it with the same priority as my investments. In as much as, yes, saving is a bit of a problem for me. But with the savings challenge, I was like, I do not have to negotiate with myself on this one because I need to save this money. I don't even loan myself money from this account. I haven't, and I just hope that until the end of the year I will just keep going like that. And like I say, if you have not started this challenge or any other savings challenge, I really suggest that you do, because this challenge will shift how you think about money, you know. And if you ever doubted that you are able to save money and stay consistent, trust me, the savings challenge, you will have no choice to do so, because you're literally gonna have a plan to say, this month I have to save 100 rands, next month is 250, the other month is 500, the other month is 600. So that actually helps you in staying committed to your financial goals. Hence, I'm saying that really consider jumping on this savings challenge. And it might not be the 20,000 one, but any other challenge that you can get into, just get started with it. It's really going to help your financial journey. So now let's take a look at the spreadsheet that I used to track my savings and the interest. So I have prepared this, and this was inspired some lady in our 20,000 savings group challenge. When she showed us how she's tracking her savings, I was like, okay, this just makes so much sense. And I was like, I'm gonna do this for myself. So I did this, and I have put this quote to, you know, encourage myself. And it says, it's not your salary that makes you rich, it's your spending habits. And the truth in this the truth in this really is not about the amount of money that you make, but how you spend it. And with the savings challenge and just any other savings, if you struggle with mastering your habits, it's going to be a problem. So you really have to work on your habits before you can get on any savings challenge, because you're just going to hold yourself back all the time and say, oh, I'm going to save this money next month because this month I must do 1, 2, 3. You're just going to come up with excuses. So once you understand that with money, 80% is your behavior and 20% is money, really, this is going to be easy for you. So I have prepared this, and I have put in some color to just make it, you know, look a bit cute. I think this is very cute. This is the best that I can do. If you know me, you know that I'm not that much of a girl, you know, so this looks very nice. And you see here, in January, February until July, I was consistent there. Not to say that I stopped being consistent, but I followed the plan. And then in August, I was like, okay, now that I have a bit of an extra income that I had put in extra 700 during the course of the month. I was like, instead of saying I'm going to save 2,000, meaning I now have to contribute only 1,300 from what I'm gonna earn, then why not just save 3,000, just contribute the money for December? Because at least with that one, then I have to pop in 2,300, which is not so far off from the 2,000. So with that being done, then in this month of September, then I have to save 2,000. And then if I see that I have a bit of an extra income, then I will save 2,750 and just try to reduce it. And there are people that are starting from the bottom going up, which I think makes absolute sense, because at the beginning, with whatever challenge that you have, you still have that excitement, you know, and it's easy for you to stay consistent. So starting at a high, they start off with 3,000 And by the time maybe they're no longer that excited, they know that, okay, but the money is no longer too much like that. But for me, I had to start with the 250, and of course, if finances allow, and mine only allowed that I follow the challenge month to month starting from January. So yeah, this is how it looks like. And here you see that I'm tracking my interest earned, and so far I have earned interest of almost 160, and that is for the 7 months. I'm currently earning an interest rate of 6%, and at some point when I checked, they said I'm earning 7%. So I don't know how that changed, to be honest. I was very baffled when I checked at the end of the month when I was making my transfers that my interest is now 6%, and how? So that was very weird to me. But anyway, I'm currently earning 6%, and that's how much I have earned in interest, which amounts to almost 160. And the total amount that I have saved is 10,124. And then when I add the interest earned, and then it takes me to 10,000, almost 290 there. So yeah, this is how I got to save 10,000. I would say a bit fast, because wow, saving money can be a bit difficult. So this savings challenge really helped my savings journey. And if you know me, you know that having 5 figures in my savings is always a huge flex for me, is always a focus. And knowing that I am here already, and given the amount of money that I have in my emergency funds, I really pat myself on the back, and I just feel like I have arrived. I have arrived with my 5 figures. I just think things get to be a bit more easy once you see that, okay, you can save 10,000. Of course, also depending on how much money you earn, you know. Some people, it can take them a long time to get to 10,000 rands. Some people can get to 10,000 rands in 2 months. Our pockets really are not equal. So for me, this is why getting to 10,000 is the biggest thing ever, because I just feel like it gives me that sense of safety that I need. And I just feel that, okay, I'm taking care of my finances and I'm crushing my financial goals. So it's always the biggest thing for me. So yeah, this is how much I was able to save by the end of August. And I am even more encouraged to continue, because I know that, okay, I'm not so far off from the 20,000, and I can't wait to take the money and transfer it into my emergency funds and just see that, okay, I'm gonna be having this maybe like 30,000, and just financial stability. It's going to give me that, you know, sense of stability, and I can't wait to feel like that. You know, I have a tendency of just opening my bank account and be like, okay, girl, you have 5K, how nice, and just keep moving. So I honestly cannot wait to take this money and add it to my emergency funds. So if any of you want this spreadsheet, you don't want to go and start your own from scratch, you want me to just send you this one, just drop me a WhatsApp and I will send it to you through WhatsApp. I will leave my number in the description box. So that's it on my savings challenge. And if you have any savings challenge, just comment down below on how that is going for you and what is actually helping you to stay consistent and just staying encouraged. And yeah, if you have not started, you can just start and either continue from September or just start from January. But if you feel like you want to start next year, okay, it's not a problem. And I'm obviously going to start another savings challenge next year, not 20,000 but maybe 30,000, and just stretch myself a bit and just make sure that I try by all means to maximize my emergency funds as quickly as possible. I want to have a lot of money in cash, just have it in the bank, and I'm going to use my savings challenges to achieve that. So next year we're going to start a new one, but as for this year, we just have to keep on pushing and just make sure that we stick to what we need to save every single month until we hit the 20,000. And if you found this to be inspiring, please just hit that like button and subscribe if you have not. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.